Okay, what is going on, everybody? And welcome back to the Juggernaut Show. I am your host, Juggernaut097. And I hope you guys like my new setup. I got me boom arm for my microphone so I can move my microphone out of the way easier and better. And let me lower my microphone a little bit. There we go. So yeah, I got me a new setup for my microphone. Also, got some new graphics going on, or like layouts going on for my channel. So hopefully you guys all like that going on here. Just trying to do some different things for my channel, spice some things up. But yeah, we're here to talk about ROH Death Before Dishonor, which is going to be happening live tonight, which the last time we had a ROH pay-per-view was back in April, which was Supercard of Honor, which that was a great show. So we haven't had an ROH show for a while, so hopefully we get some like announcements like when the next like when they're going to be having like their TV deal, like hopefully we get that announced. And more announcements for Ring of Honor cuz I'm ready for Ring of Honor to come back weekly, have a weekly television show. But without a further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this, but before we get started with this, let's roll my intro and I will see you guys here in a few seconds. So, I will see you guys here. Okay, now let's get started with my ROH Death Before Dishonor 2022 predictions. So we got Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor, which is going to be live on pay-per-view and on Fight TV, outside of the United States. Which I hate that the pay-per-view is going to be on Bleacher Report here in the United States. I wish that would be over like on Fight TV or you can, watch it elsewhere. But hey, it is what it is. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an instant classic. You can, also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at ICW_podcast. And you can also listen to the podcast on Twitter. I mean, you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Anchor, and you can also watch us on YouTube as well. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if this is your first time ever checking out my channel. And also go follow me on my social media platforms at the True JSB on Twitter and on Instagram. Okay. So now that I got all my plugs out of the way, let's go ahead and get started with these predictions. So, I mean, there's really not a whole lot of backstories going on with some of these matches because, like, there's no weekly television show for Ring of Honor right now, so it's kind of hard to build up storylines. I mean, a lot of the storylines that they've been having to build up have been on Rampage, which I don't watch Rampage, weekly. So they've been doing that quite a bit. And then also they've been doing they've been also, building up some of the matches on Dynamite. So that's that also. But yeah, we got 4 matches on the 0 hour or whatever they call it, the pre-show. So I got 4 matches on there. So let's talk about the first match here, which we have is Allison K going up against Willow Nightingale on the 0 hour of Death Before Dishonor. There's not a whole lot of backstory behind this match here. I mean, I think that Willow Nightingale is going to get the win. I have no idea. Like, I'm just going, I'm just picking matches by going off the seat of my pants here. Because I really have no idea who's going to win these matches. Like I said, there's really no storylines. Like I said, we don't have a weekly television show, which, like I said, hopefully on this show, we get some announcements that there's going to be, announcements about a weekly television show being announced and, what's going to be happening with ROH, Honor Club or whatever. So hopefully we hear some things about that. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna have Willow Nightingale win the match here. I don't know. But I think it's gonna be a decent match. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens here. Both women are really good, and hopefully they revamp this whole ROH women's division. And it's gonna be interesting to see. Are they gonna get a full roster? Is Ring of Honor gonna be getting a full roster here? So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens here, most definitely. But yeah, give me Willow Nightingale to get the win here. And also, there's crazy news, with Vince McMahon retiring from WWE, which I might do a separate video about that. I might be talking about a separate video about the Vince McMahon retirement. Because that's like a video in itself, but that's crazy stuff going on there. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in wrestling right now. And then next week we have SummerSlam. So, there's just so much to talk about. But let's move on to the next match, which we have is Colt Cabana going up against Anthony Henry. And I have no idea who Anthony Henry is. He might be somebody who wrestles on AEW Dark or Dark Elevation, which I don't watch those shows. So I have no idea who he is. And I can't tell who that is in the back there. That looks like, he's wrestled on AEW before. I've seen him on Rampage. His name is slipping my mind right now. His name is slipping my mind, but I'm going to have Colt Cabana win here, which it's going to be cool to see Colt Cabana go back to ROH. Which I think that's going to be pretty dope to see. Like I said, and this is going to be on a 0 hour, never pre-show match. Yeah, give me Colt Cabana to win this match here. Like I said, not much storylines behind any of these matches, and I didn't really watch Rampage last night. So if anybody wants to go down in the comments, tell me what's going on with some of these matches. Feel free right ahead, or when this live stream is over, feel free go right ahead. Tell me what's going on with some of these matches here. But yeah, give me Colt Cabana to win the match here. And then the next match we have is, I'm probably going to botch this, but we got the Shinobi Shadow Squad going up against Trustbusters. I have no idea who the Trustbusters are. And it looks like Cheeseburger and, is that Cheeseburger? Yeah, that is Cheeseburger. And Eli Isom. Okay, I know those two guys are. So, you know what? I'm actually going to go with the Shinobi Shadow Squad here, if I'm saying that correctly. Feel free to go down in the comments, feel free to go in the comments, tell me if I'm saying these names wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Shinobi Shadow Squad to win here, because I'm a big fan of Cheeseburger. I always been a big fan of him, and Eli Isom, with these last back in 2020 and some in 2021. I've always been a big fan of watching, Eli Isom, especially in the Pure division and, with what he has been doing as of recent. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Shinobi Shadow Squad to win here. So, yeah, let's move on to the next match here, which we have is Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony going up against Tony Depp, Alex Zane, and Blake Christian. I'm gonna go with Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony to win here. I mean, they're tied. They're with whatchamacallit, they're with Tully Blanchard here, so I feel like a Tully Blanchard team needs to be looking strong. I mean, no offense to Tony Depp and Alex Zane and Blake Christian, but they're not going to be able to stand up to like the big brute Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony. They're not going to be able to stand up against these guys, go up against these guys. So yeah, that's what I got winning here. I got Tully Blanchard's faction to win here. And let's move on to the next match here, which we have is Roosh going up against Dragon Lee. It's this Battle of the Brothers. This is gonna be a fun match. It's gonna be really fun. I think they had a match back at if I'm not mistaken, these two guys had a match back at ROH Final Battle from like 2020 or 2021, or I can't exactly remember. Yeah, I think it was 2021. And that was a great match that they had. If I think that they did have a match at Final Battle. I'm gonna give Roosh the win here because he's with he's signed with AEW right now. He's been on quite a bit of AEW television with Andrade. So yeah, give me Roosh to win the match. Or like I said, I'm just picking matches here, like without having much without having much knowledge for any of these storylines. Like I said, there's no storylines, none at all to any of these matches until you gotta get to like the bigger matches that have been more built. But even with those, those don't have really a whole lot of storylines as well. But yeah. Let's move on to the next match here, which we have is the Righteous going up against Dalton Castle and the Boys. You know what? I'm a big fan of the Boys and Dalton Castle, and also I'm surprised that we don't have Honor No More on this show. I mean they're doing stuff with. I'm going to be surprised if we actually get an appearance from Honor No More because we have Vincent a part of Honor No More, or maybe that's only a Impact thing. I have no idea, but this is for the ROH 6-man titles here, and I could be wrong with all these matches. I have no idea what direction they're going, and I don't know what Tony Khan wants to do, and it's gonna be interesting to see like the different revamp what they do for Ring of Honor, like with the ring aprons, with the turnbuckles, with the ring canvas, stage. I have no idea what Tony Khan's going to be doing here. It's going to be good to see. It's going to be fun to see. But yeah, give me Dalton Castle and the Boys to win here. Excuse me. And then let's go on to the next match, which we have is the ROH Women's World Championship online. We got Mercedes Martinez defending the title against the Professor, Serena Deeb, the Professor of women's wrestling. She is great at putting on holds on, any women's wrestler. Like I said, she's the professor here. It's gonna be an awesome match, but I think it could be very technical. Mercedes Martinez is very good in the ring. But this time I don't feel like Mercedes Martinez is going to lose the title. I don't think she has defended the title very much. So I think maybe give her, until like the show, until they get weekly television and, like maybe get more storylines build up. But yeah, I just feel like they need to keep the title on Mercedes Martinez for a little while longer. So yeah, that's just me. But yeah, give me Mercedes Martinez to retain her ROH Women's World Championship. Okay, now this is where the show is going to be getting really good here. We got FTR defending the ROH World Tag Team titles against the Briscoe brothers, and also there has been word that Tony Khan has signed the Briscoe brothers to a contract with Ring of Honor, a long-term contract with Ring of Honor. So, with that being said, I think that they're going to be giving the titles back to the Briscoes here, which this is going to be an amazing match. I mean, that match that they had at Supercard of Honor back at Supercard of Honor, that was one of the matches of the year. It's like a match of the year contender. Even, with all the different companies with with WWE, with AEW, with Impact, like I said, this match here that they had at Supercard of Honor. It's probably that definitely has to be match contender of the year. And then people go like, oh yeah, when can I watch more Ring of Honor television? Which like it sucks that they don't have a TV deal right now. Like I said, been saying throughout this prediction video, I hope that Tony Khan announces some sort of TV deal. Maybe they'll be on TBS, maybe they'll be on like True TV. I have no idea. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens here. We got a comment here from the Flex Zone podcast. He says, "Hey, bro, can't wait for ROH. I'll be live streaming tonight if you want to join." Hey, okay. I'll let you know what's going on. I'll DM you on like Twitter or whatever. I'll hit you up after I get done doing the podcast. But I'll let you know what's going on. I might be watching the show live. I might not. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing yet. But I'm excited for the show. Regardless if I watch it live or if I don't. And there's a lot of unknowns about the show, which that's one thing I love about the show right here. And this show kind of has like an NXT takeover vibe to it. Like that's the vibe I'm kind of getting for this show, like an NXT takeover vibe of what they used to do. Like they have like a 2.5 hour show, and you have like 6 or so matches on the actual show, and all of them are banger wrestling matches. Which that's what I feel like. ROH is going to do here, and maybe when they actually have ROH get a TV deal for them, I feel like ROH is going to be like, ROH is going to be kind of like the developmental for AEW. Like you have a weekly television show, which it can only need to be an hour, or maybe once they finally get a streaming platform. They have that maybe have ROH exclusively to the streaming platform, what they used to do for NXT. Maybe do that for Ring of Honor. I don't know, man. I'm just throwing out some ideas. I have no idea what Tony Khan's gonna be doing. Like I said, it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited to see what happens here. But yeah, I got the Briscoe brothers winning the ROH World titles back because since they got signed to a long-term deal, which I was hoping that they were going to be getting signed somewhere. I was hoping that they kind of get signed by Impact, but apparently Impact doesn't want to sign anybody. Keep people long term, and who knows what's going to be happening also with the Good brothers. See where they're going to be going, but yeah, I'm kind of getting on the topic about Impact a little bit there, but yeah. And let's go on to the next match here, which we have is the Pure title on the ROH Pure Championship on the line. We got Wheeler Yuta defending the title against Daniel Garcia. So we got the Blackpool Combat Club going against another member of the JAS, the Jericho Appreciation Society. I'm gonna be different here. I'm gonna say that we get another title defense here. Title change here. I think that Daniel Garcia is gonna win the ROH Pure title because I feel like there needs to be some gold around the JAS here. And if you guys don't know what a Pure match is here, a Pure Championship match is here. So basically, you get 3 rope breaks, and if you exhaust all 3 of those rope breaks, you can be pinned or submitted, like under those. Even if you make it to the ropes, you could be pinned or submitted. So, and also I think it goes in like an hour time limit or something like that. So if they go to like a draw, it goes to like a judge's decision. So I always been a big fan of like this pure wrestling, these pure wrestling matches. But yeah, I'm gonna give Daniel Garcia the win here, and both these guys are very very good in the ring. So it's gonna be a fun pure wrestling match. So yeah, give me Daniel Garcia's to win the ROH Pure Wrestling Championship. And next match we'll move on to is the ROH World Television Championship. On the line, we got Samoa Joe defending the title against Jay Lethal. This one's a harder match for me to predict here. Like, And Jay Lethal said that, hey, if ROH never went under, he probably would still be with Ring of Honor. And guess what? ROH is coming back. Tony Khan buys it. And guess what? Jay Lethal is back in ROH. So, he's, went full circle. I don't know. I feel like that Jay Lethal might win. At the same time, I kind of want them to keep the title on Samoa Joe. But Samoa Joe, he's been injured and, whatnot. So, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to Jay Lethal. Oh, man, this one's a hard one for me to predict here. You know what? Screw it. I'm saying Jay Lethal wins the ROH World Television Championship here. That's what I'm going to go with. Yeah. Jay Lethal is going to win here. It's going to be a great match. It's going to be great to see what happens, but yeah, Jay Lethal is going to win. And then we're going to move on to the main event here, which we have is the ROH World Championship. On the line, we got Jonathan Gresham defending the title against Claudio Castagnoli. Now, part of me saying that Jonathan Gresham is going to retain, and part of me is saying that Claudio Castagnoli is going to win. Because, Claudio Castagnoli, he's never held the ROH World Championship before, and he's never been world champion in all the companies that he's been in, and, well, actually, did he win the PWG World Championship? I don't know. Maybe if somebody wants to go down in the comments, let me know if he has won a world championship anywhere, but he's never won it in WWE. Never won it in Ring of Honor. So that being said, I could definitely see Claudio winning the title here. At the same time, he's really not signed to Ring of Honor, but at the same time, there's a lot of guys that aren't really signed, to a lot of these shows here. They're more signed to AEW, but you know what? I'm gonna say that Claudio Castagnoli wins. So I don't care if I'm wrong here. It's gonna be fun here to see what happens. But yeah, give me Claudio Castagnoli to get the win and become the new ROH World Champion. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. It's gonna be a good show regardless. See what it's good to see. ROH. Back. And like I said, hopefully we don't get like these. Hopefully we actually get like a TV deal and not just like ROH, having pay-per-views every now and then. Because they definitely need to have a TV deal here, like if it's just, I don't want it to be just like on YouTube, or like any small television network. I want it to be like on Turner Network or something like that, like on TBS, TNT, True TV, Paramount's not with them because they're with CBS, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see. Got Flox Nation Speaks coming in here. Casseroli is gonna win. Looks fancy with the new setup. Hey, DJ, thanks for stopping by, and definitely go check out Flox Nation Speaks on YouTube here and on Spotify and Apple Podcast. And then also got another comment here from Flock Nation Speaks. He says, put him on TBS. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised, where they end up. Or maybe like I said earlier, maybe once they get like a streaming deal, maybe have them exclusive. Like if they go to Discovery Plus, or if they go to HBO Max, maybe make them exclusive. Like I said, how the WWE Network had for NXT. And like I said, this definitely has like an NXT takeover vibe to it. Like great wrestling matches. And I think it's going to be like a short and sweet show. Like I don't think it's going to be like 4 or 5 hours. And also he said that Netflix needs to go ahead and pull the numbers back up. So add ROH. Yeah, and like you said, like we talked about before, DJ. The Netflix, I don't think, Netflix needs to, get more into like the streaming game, with having wrestling on there, because that'd be great to do. Like you said, they need to pull their numbers up. So definitely, put Ring of Honor on there. I think that'd be a great thing to do. But yeah, like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens here with ROH Death Before Dishonor tonight. But yeah, that'll be it for my ROH Death Before Dishonor predictions. And if this is your first time ever coming in, checking out my channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Also, go follow me on all my social media platforms. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the True JSB. Also, go ahead and turn on that post notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And also, go ahead and subscribe to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an instant classic. And go subscribe. Also, go subscribe to if I can pull back up here, go back to my comments here. Go subscribe to the Flex Zone Podcast. Who knows? I might stop in on the stream tonight. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. See if I'll be watching the show live tonight. And also, definitely go check out the Flock Nation Speaks if you enjoy football. And if you're a Ratbirds fan or a Ravens fan, Baltimore Ravens fan, definitely go give them a check. Go check out DJ there on the Flock Nation Speaks podcast. And also, I got some things in the works, that I will be doing something, since I'm a big Chiefs fan, I got something in the works for my football podcast. So stay tuned for that. He says, Flex Zone Podcast says, sounds good. I'm going to be with Claudio. He's going with Claudio Castagnoli, Serena Deeb, Wheeler Yuta, FTR, and streaming or TV update also. Thanks, bro. Appreciate the love. Hey, yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Gotta support the other wrestling channels, Gotta spread the love around here, on the YouTube and, with, like I said, help plug other channels out here. It said also, I need you next week for SummerSlam or Summer Scam. I see what you did there. Summer Scam. Yeah. I'm down to hop on, because there's a lot of stuff I'm really not looking forward to with that show, which, we'll talk about Summer Scam or SummerSlam as you like to call it there. But yeah, definitely go check out all these channels here, like I said, and you go down in the description below. You can go subscribe to all the channels I have down in the description below. And like I said, go hit that subscribe button on my channel as well. And this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out, and I will catch you guys in my next video. So peace out, everybody.